The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, does not have broad authority to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from power plants. The decision is a major setback for the Biden administration's climate change agenda. The case, West Virginia v. EPA, was brought by a group of Republican-led states and coal companies who argued that the EPA's Clean Power Plan, which was designed to reduce carbon emissions from power plants, exceeded the agency's authority under the Clean Air Act. In a 6-3 ruling, the Supreme Court agreed with the plaintiffs, saying that the EPA's authority to regulate greenhouse gas emissions is limited to stationary sources of air pollution that emit greenhouse gases as byproducts of their industrial processes. The decision means that the EPA will have a harder time regulating greenhouse gas emissions from power plants, which are a major source of these emissions. This could make it more difficult for the Biden administration to meet its goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 50 to 52% below 2005 levels by 2030. The decision is also a blow to the Biden administration's broader climate change agenda. The administration has made climate change a top priority, and it has proposed a number of policies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. However, the Supreme Court's ruling could make it more difficult for the administration to implement these policies. The decision is likely to be met with criticism from environmental groups and climate change activists. These groups argue that the Supreme Court's ruling is a setback for efforts to address climate change. They say that the EPA needs broad authority to regulate greenhouse gas emissions in order to meet the goals of the Paris Agreement. The Supreme Court's ruling is a significant development in the fight against climate change. It remains to be seen how the administration will respond to the decision, and what impact it will have on the country's efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.